And just like that, Marvel had entered the building. Hey guys.
Hi guys.
So one reveal today, one wave, because they showed off Whisk and we already knew about him coming, so that's not an issue. We're not going to talk about him, but we are going to talk about the one wave that they put out today, and it was a good wave.
Yes,
this is exactly what we've been looking for so far. This is like the 8th wave now.
They're probably making up for last year just slightly.
Yes, and they should, because we talked about this last time. It's the Marvel wave, and last year it was bad.
It was terrible.
It was very bad. Although, I think this year, if that's all we get for DC, it's going to put a run for its money there.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. So first thing they delivered was another Director Pop, and I'm always excited about Director Pops. I think Director Pops are super, super fun. However, you can only have this much fun because you know you're not going to get it.
Yeah, and this one is really great, but it's limited to 3,000 pieces.
And we're talking about the Taika Waititi Director Pop, again, limited to 3,000 pieces. And he's in his pineapple romper that he wore at San Diego Comic Con last year.
That.
That's so fun, man. This is awesome. If you guys don't know who he is the Thor Ragnarok 2 director. He's actually done a lot of things, so, and he was also Korg, the voice of Korg in the movie.
That's right, he was.
So, he's just a very likable person.
He definitely is. I'm so glad that they went with this outfit because it's kind of quirky and different, and I don't know, I like it.
So again, limited to 3,000 pieces. That's more than likely going to be a con only. It's possible they might make it online, but again, you're not going to have a chance, so don't even think about that one. Up next, one that I'm excited about, I'm definitely putting it on my list, and that is Iron Man Mark 1 suit. Now this comes from the Marvel Studios 10 years line that Funko's been doing. We saw Hot Topic get an exclusive Thanos in his throne, which looked really, really cool. So they're kind of going back, and this has been 10 years since Marvel started their movie line, their movies, I should say, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Funko started taking advantage of that, and then they're adding ones from movies. And of course, this is from the first Iron Man. I believe it came out in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. So this one was fun. This one's really great. I love it. I love how beat up it looks. It's a great sculpt.
It's nice, and it takes you kind of like in this flashback mode, which I did not realize it was 10 years old.
Know,
it's kind of cool.
Honestly, it seems longer than that.
It does.
I guess because the DC went before that.
Yeah.
And then everything after that was all Marvel. So
yeah, I mean, everything after that has been great, so it's kind of like, meh.
So again, this is from the movies, not the comics. We already got a Mark 1 and from the Tales of Suspense and the Marvel Collector Core. This is from the movie. Again, limited edition, so we should have a chance at getting this.
Yeah. So up next, we got to see Kraglin from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Now, if you've seen the movie, you know that he has Yondu's fin, so of course he's sporting this in the pop, and he has the arrow as well. Now, this character is played by Sean Gunn, who is the director's brother.
Yeah.
I think this is a fantastic little tidbit, and I'm glad that they've done this.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people realize that. I think most people know that Sean Gunn, who plays Kraglin, is the brother of James Gunn, who directs Guardians of the Galaxy. So I just thought it was really cool I didn't know that until after the movie. Actually.
I didn't either. I mean, we kind of got home, and of course, one of those researchy kind of people, so we got to look, and we're like, hey, did you know this?
I just thought he looked like someone. I was like, who is that? He looks like somebody.
Yeah,
I saw like Gunn and Gunn with that last name. Yeah. That's too interesting. You're like, wait a minute, that's the director's name too. They gotta be related, and boom, they are. So cool. I loved this one. This one's awesome. Definitely put it on our list. Limited edition.
Right, it is.
It should end up in a store. Up next, ooh, this could be my favorite.
This is my favorite.
It's Thor with Odin's Force.
Yeah.
And it looks to be glow in the dark. I assume that's glow in the dark.
I'm assuming.
Oh my god, that's a good looking one. Now this one makes up for the Asian exclusive one that we didn't get that was in Infinity Wars. So that one was really expensive. You guys really like that glow in the dark look. You're going to have to pay a lot of money for it. $70 and up now. Well, now, here we go. We get a glow-in-the-dark, blue-eyed, not a patch.
No, not a patch.
This obviously isn't Infinity War, so you wouldn't have that. But nonetheless, at least we get a Thor with some glowing blue eyes, and I'm happy about that.
I love the blue eyes. You don't really see colored eyes too often on Pops, and I think I really did this.
I love it. This could be my #1 must-have right now.
This is definitely my #1 must-have thus far. I really like this.
Yeah, limited edition, so it's gonna be somewhere.
Yeah. Up next, we get to see Hero Valkyrie. Now, this is in her fancy suit. The original one that came out with the Thor Ragnarok line, she's in her black suit. And this one's a lot more detailed. It's a lot more shiny and stuff, so I like it. And it's limited edition.
They're calling that the hero one because in the movie, that's like at the end of the movie where she wore that to, you know, come back and fight or whatever. It was like that fancy white one. This is cool. I know a lot of people
It's
are
cool,
wanting it.
yeah.
People are wanting that Valkyrie and not the black suited one. That
Right.
most people don't even know anyways. So that one was cool. I like that one.
I like this one a lot. It's really pretty.
Again, limited edition, so
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be somewhere.
Okay, so I know a lot of people don't care about these, but I'm kind of digging the rock candies. Hey, hush now. So we're getting Jessica Jones, and this is limited edition. I really like this. Jessica Jones is a character that it's like slowly grows on you.
I know you like the series on
I
Netflix.
love
I
the
didn't care for
series.
it. I thought it was a little like, it's almost like you're outside and it rains like 3 days in a row and you
Yeah,
just want to go outside and
I
play, but it
love it,
doesn't
though.
really. That's what Jessica Jones felt like to me. It's very drab. I was like, I'm so
I like
depressed
it.
watching
You know,
this.
my sister didn't like it either. She's like, you know, it's kind of slow and boring.
I didn't care for it. I didn't really care for it.
But I like the show, and this rock candy is great. I love it, and I think I'm probably going to pick this one up.
Now, one of the hints that we got in GameStop's list was RW&B Skull. And we didn't know if that was going to be a pop, but we could figure that was going to be red, white, and blue, and red skull. That was sort of the hint.
Right.
That was the easiest hint I think GameStop had on there. And we
Yeah,
finally
that's
saw that
true.
it's a Dorbs 2-pack. So that's disappointing to a lot of people. To some people, it's awesome. To me, the way I collect Dorbs, if I like what they are, we'll collect it. Like we got Green Arrow and Black Canary.
Yes,
She's a
love
big
that
fan of those,
one.
so even though they're Dorbs, we had to pick them up,
I
right?
have to have them, and
Yeah.
they're cute.
And I think the same thing here as far as Red Skull and Captain America again. So
Yeah, I mean, you can't really have one without the other, so having them as a 2-pack, I'm really digging. And then the fact that they're Dorbs, it doesn't really bother me because
Nah.
I like the look of
it's
the Dorbs.
fun to have different things in your collection.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't always have to have just nothing but pops. I mean, I know a lot of people
I know
think
everybody
that, but-
likes their collection to be like symmetrical and everything to look the exact same,
Yep.
but I like having a few
Yeah.
things thrown in there that's different.
Especially when they're cool characters like Red Skull
Right.
and Captain America. Captain America is in my top 2 favorite Marvel characters, so I'm probably gonna pick this up. I'll look at it in person, but I'm probably gonna pick that up. Limited edition, probably gonna be at GameStop.
So we're taking it back to classic old school in the next one. Thank
Comics.
goodness, the
Yes.
comic days, and we're going to get classic Ant-Man. This one looks fantastic.
Yes, fun, right?
Yes, it's very fun, and it's limited edition, which is great because I know a lot of people are going to want this for their collection, especially people who collect like their original lineup. So this one I'm happy about.
So even though it's Marvel, do you not think that should have ended up in comic?
Probably,
See,
but
that's the issue I'm having. When they bring out like a comic line, they kind of do Saga, and you're like, okay, cool. But like this is the Ant-Man from the comic. This Ant-Man, I mean, I guess that design's been in animations too.
Yeah.
But like that's who you think comic Ant-Man,
Right.
And I would have thought that would have been there instead of Marvel. But I guess I understand why they make everything
you would
Marvel there.
assume
But
so. I mean, I wish for comics they would have done like I Hate Fairyland. I think that would have been a really cool
that would have
design.
been great. That would have been a great
But
plot line.
Nope, hasn't happened yet.
Or
so maybe.
the other way you could
I
say I
mean,
hate fairy. But yeah, no, that would have been a great idea. There's a
Yeah.
lot of comics, like independent comics, that have really
Right.
great pops. Now, Saga, I think, is the only one that I can think that actually made that
I think you're right.
switch,
Yeah.
right? So that's cool. I mean, this is what I'm excited about. This is what I'm talking about when this is what we should see for San Diego Comic-Con, comic pops.
Right.
I mean, when you're bringing this to a Comic-Con, like I know
Yeah.
we lose that because now it's so much pop culture and you forget
Right.
like the whole point
It's
of this
more
is
like
comics.
of a popcorn now.
Yeah. Yeah. But like you should have special comic pops at the Comic-Con. Who could have thought?
I mean, who'd have thunk?
What an idea. What a premise.
What a
But no,
concept.
super happy about this one. This is definitely going to be on my list. I didn't
sure
think
of
Paul
it.
Rudd would make a superhero. Like, I was like, what?
Did not either.
But hey, I loved it. I really did. I liked Ant-Man a lot. So I'm happy to get a comic pop for a Comic-Con.
Yes.
How about that?
And lastly, the one that it's going to be really difficult for pretty much anyone and everyone to get,
Yeah.
even if you're at the con, it is Cheerleader Glitter Deadpool. Now, this is limited to 1,000 pieces. Oh, that's right, pink glitter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I would love to have this in my collection, as would a lot of people, but at 1,000 pieces, it's going to be
I
impossible.
mean, it's a repaint of the regular cheerleader Deadpool. Who cares? Like this is what I think you should be doing with limited, like 1,000-piece limited stuff.
Right.
Color variants where it's not going to kill you to not have it.
Yeah,
Or it's
that's true.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just something basic. It's not a big deal. It's not something you're going to just want to hurt yourself over not having. You know, like the director's
But
line.
I like this one. I think the people who are going to get it, they're going to be pretty happy with it. And if you don't get it, I mean, it's
not
not
the
going
end of the
to be
world.
too difficult to make it on your own.
So that was the Marvel line. I mean, I loved it.
I love this one so much. Like, I wish that the DC line was half as good as this one, but it was not.
Are we allowed to talk about that in this video? I know, like, this is Marvel's thing. I know people are like, stop being DC fanboys. This is our time. Our time to
but
shine.
we are DC
But, like,
fangirl fanboys.
We like
so
Marvel and DC, but we want them both to be good. Just like
Right.
last year when Marvel was so bad, I was like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, here I am in 2018 thinking, DC, that's ridiculous.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
I think back and I'm thinking, 4 of the same molds of
Right.
6 of the Pops in DC.
I mean, I
What the
tried.
heck were they thinking?
I tried to be like, you know what, it's okay, it's fine, it's great. And then the more I think about it, I'm like, that sucks. And I hope
Come
we
on.
get some more.
I don't think we're
somehow.
getting another wave. It
I
doesn't
think
sound
we
like
are.
we're gonna get another one. So this just isn't DC's year, I guess. But hey, they came strong with Marvel, so I got a
Goodness.
solid 4 I want from that. Solid 4, which is good. And
Right.
then we'll get Red Hood. And part of me thinks
Ant-Man.
I'm gonna get that for the freaking Flash 3-pack. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. But there's gonna be a part of me that's gonna be like,
I think you're gonna see it in the store and be like, I guess I have to.
I don't
have
know.
it.
I don't know. Now, polls. We always show you polls of what the community is saying, what they're most excited about, and to nobody's surprise, Thor. Number
Right,
1.
right.
Nobody's surprised there.
Yeah.
I think the director didn't get a lot of credit because people don't know who he is.
I think you're right. I think they're like, okay.
Until it says Steven Spielberg, people aren't going to care. Or Nolan.
Right,
Oh my
right.
god, they better not have a Nolan. If they have a Nolan, it's over for me.
What if it's
over.
limited to like 3,000 pieces?
It will be. I
And
don't know
you're
why
gonna
they
have
do
to pay
that.
big bucks
I don't
for
know why
it.
they have to do that. They could have made it like 10,000. I don't know.
Well, for Nolan, they might. If they were
won't.
making.
They won't. I don't think they will. So anyways, guys, in the comments, tell us what you're most excited about in this Marvel wave. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are super, super excited. I'm sure some people, maybe there wasn't anything on this list, but I think for the most part, they hit about everywhere they needed to in this, in this
definitely.
lineup. So they also said, just to kind of tell you for Star Wars fans, on their Twitter Q&A, that's it. There's no more Star Wars Pops in this SDCC.
Ooh.
So we only got 2 of them. That's pretty interesting.
That is interesting because
Yeah.
normally like the floodgates open and it's like Star Wars everywhere.
So I want to say this though, and I'll let you answer this too. If we can
Okay.
pick one sort of genre that needs to be in this lineup that I think would have a huge following that maybe Funko hasn't capitalized in the last few years, mine would be horror. They need to get behind horror. I don't know
Oh,
why they don't
yeah.
ever want to do this. I mean, we got an Unmasked Jason one year, but like they really just don't ever capitalize on the horror. What do you
yeah,
think?
I mean, I think I agree with you. Horror. I mean, we get just 1 or 2 every year at most, and then
At
they
most,
try.
none, yeah.
Yeah. And then they try to bring some out around Halloween occasionally, but for me, I'd like to see more ad icons. I think, like, I'm curious to see with the McDonald's line that was canceled from GameStop, if that's going to be moved to San Diego
Hopefully.
Comic-Con, hopefully. So I would be interested to see what they're going to do with that.
I mean, there's so many different ones. I don't necessarily care about fast food ones or nothing
Yeah.
like that. But there are a lot of different, like, just ads that I
Yeah.
remember. Just famous, commercial things that could be really fun pops.
I mean, I know that the cereal lines, like, that's a huge ad
Yeah.
icon for them. I want to see the Cookie Crisp one with, like, the 2 bank robbers. That was one of the things
That
I
would be
remember
cool.
as a
A
child.
2-pack?
Yeah, as a 2-pack.
That's what I'm talking about. So anyways, that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.